Former NFL star Antonio Brown is wanted for attempted murder. That's according to the Washington Post. Brown is accused of opening fire outside a celebrity boxing event last month. That's when cell phone video caught Brown being detained by Miami police. At the time, Brown said several people had tried to rob him. The warrant calls for Brown to post a $10,000 bond and remain under house arrest until a trial date is set.
Former NFL superstar Antonio Brown faces the most serious criminal charge of his tumultuous career. Miami-Dade County authorities issued a warrant for his arrest on attempted murder charges. The incident occurred at a celebrity boxing event in May 2025. What happened that night will shock you. The evidence against Brown paints a disturbing picture of violence and reckless behavior. His response to these charges reveals a pattern that has defined his post-NFL existence. The incident unfolded outside a celebrity boxing event in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood on May 16, 2025. Popular streamer Aiden Ross hosted the Brand Risk boxing event. The 10-match card was sponsored by Steak Kick and Brand Risk Promotions. Police received an alert from their gunshot detection system around midnight. Officers responded to reports of gunfire outside the venue. An off-duty officer working security witnessed the chaos firsthand. Brown appeared in multiple social media videos from that night. One video showed him fighting in a parking lot as crowds moved toward an alley. A gunshot rang out, sending spectators running in the opposite direction. Brown was spotted in handcuffs being led to a police cruiser. The Miami Police Department spokesman confirmed they received shots fired alerts at approximately 3 a.m. on May 17th. No arrests were made initially. No injuries were reported at the time. The warrant details a shocking sequence of events. Surveillance footage allegedly shows Brown punching a man, sparking a violent melee. The situation escalated rapidly from there. Video evidence shows Brown appearing to take a firearm from a security officer. He then ran toward the man he had initially punched. Cell phone footage captures 2 gunshots as Brown approached the alleged victim. The victim ducked to avoid the shots. One bullet allegedly grazed his neck. The alleged victim told detectives that Brown began to run toward him with a firearm after the initial fight had been broken up. 2 spent shell casings were recovered at the scene. An empty gun holster was also found. Brown had no weapon on him when officers patted him down during his initial detention. The alleged victim went to Aventura Hospital for treatment. He identified Brown on surveillance footage 5 days later. The victim told police he had known Brown since 2022. Brown was released by police after several hours of detention. He posted his explanation on social media the following day. His response revealed his version of events. "I was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me," Brown wrote on his X account. Contrary to some video circulating, police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story, and then released me. I went home that night and was not arrested. I will be talking to my legal counsel and attorneys on pressing charges on the individuals that jumped me. Brown claimed he was the victim of an attempted robbery. He emphasized that he was not arrested that night. His social media post painted him as defending himself against multiple attackers. Brown returned to the boxing event after his release. This detail contradicts the severity of the charges now filed against him. A judge signed the warrant on Wednesday, according to the Washington Post. The document lists a charge of attempted murder with a firearm. The warrant calls for Brown to post a $10,000 bond. House arrest pending trial is required if Brown is taken into custody. Efforts to reach Brown on Thursday evening were unsuccessful. His legal representation remains unclear. The Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office spokesman declined to comment. Authorities have been unable to locate Brown as of Thursday night. The warrant establishes probable cause based on witness testimony. Patrons in the parking lot identified Brown as the shooter. Multiple pieces of video evidence support the charges. An off-duty officer working security provided crucial testimony. He witnessed Brown involved in a physical altercation with another man. The officer heard gunshots and observed the aftermath. Multiple witnesses in the parking lot identified Brown as the shooter. Their accounts align with video evidence from surveillance cameras and cell phones. The victim's testimony corroborates these witness statements, and the alleged victim's account is particularly damaging. He told detectives the 2 struggled over the gun before police arrived. Brown walked away when officers responded to the scene. Video footage appears to show Brown grabbing a firearm from a security officer. This contradicts his claims of self-defense. The evidence suggests Brown escalated the situation rather than defending himself. The NFL suspended Brown for the first 8 games of the 2020 season. Tom Brady advocated for Brown's signing with Tampa Bay. The quarterback believed Brown deserved another chance. Brown lived at Brady's house during the 2020 season. This arrangement provided stability and mentorship. The close relationship with Brady seemed to help Brown focus on football. Tampa Bay's Super Bowl victory represented Brown's career highlight. He contributed significantly to the championship run. The touchdown reception from Brady in the Super Bowl game capped his redemption story. Off-field issues continued despite on-field success. Brown allegedly destroyed a security camera at his gated community. He threw a bicycle during another incident. Unpaid debt allegations mounted throughout this period. The final act of Brown's career shocked the sports world. During a December 20th, 2021 game against the New York Jets, Brown grew frustrated with his playing time. He ripped off his shoulder pads, helmet, and gloves in the middle of the game. Brown ran shirtless across the field, waving his arms at the crowd. He disappeared into the locker room, effectively ending his NFL career. The bizarre exit became one of the strangest moments in NFL history. Brown's legal problems accelerated after his NFL career ended. Less than a year after his final game, he paid $1.2 million to a moving truck driver. The settlement resolved allegations that Brown assaulted the driver in 2020. Domestic violence charges followed in 2022. The charges were later dropped, but the pattern of violent behavior continued. Brown's encounters with law enforcement became increasingly frequent. Child support issues led to his arrest in 2023. Brown failed to make required payments to support his children. The arrest warrant demonstrated his ongoing financial difficulties. Brown filed for bankruptcy in May 2024. The filing revealed the extent of his financial collapse. Multiple creditors sought payment for unpaid debts and legal settlements. Brown's behavior extended beyond U.S. borders. He allegedly exposed himself to a woman at a hotel in Dubai in 2022. The incident created international headlines and legal complications. His social media activity became increasingly erratic. In February 2025, Brown posted an alleged half-naked photo of singer Keisha Cole on his X account. The post violated the platform's terms of service and demonstrated his declining judgment. Brown attempted to launch a National Arena League franchise in 2023. The venture failed spectacularly, creating additional financial losses. Investors and partners lost money in the collapsed business venture. Multiple arrest warrants accumulated across different jurisdictions. Domestic violence allegations in Florida remained unresolved. Child support enforcement actions continued in multiple states. The attempted murder charge carries severe potential penalties. Florida law treats firearm-enhanced charges seriously. Conviction could result in decades of imprisonment. Brown's previous criminal record may influence sentencing if convicted. His pattern of legal troubles could be considered during penalty phases. The judge would have broad discretion in determining appropriate punishment. The $10,000 bond amount appears low for an attempted murder charge. This suggests prosecutors may have concerns about their evidence strength. Higher bonds typically accompany more serious charges. House arrest conditions indicate the court's recognition of flight risk. Brown's financial resources and public profile make him a potential fugitive. Electronic monitoring would be required if he posts bond. The alleged victim's cooperation appears crucial to the prosecution's case. His identification of Brown in surveillance footage provides key evidence. The victim's prior relationship with Brown since 2022 adds credibility to his testimony. Medical treatment at Aventura Hospital documents the victim's injuries. Hospital records would corroborate claims about the bullet grazing his neck. Physical evidence supports the victim's account of events. The 5-day delay between the incident and the victim's police interview raises questions. Prosecutors must explain why the victim waited to provide his statement. Defense attorneys will likely challenge this timeline. The victim's willingness to testify at trial remains uncertain. Attempted murder cases often depend heavily on victim cooperation. Intimidation or reluctance could complicate the prosecution's strategy.